My name is Kinley, and the article that I chose is from the American Psychological Association website. It is about helping people with COVID-19 grief and how the pandemic has drastically changed the way that people mourn. I think this is because COVID is still new to us and has absolutely no mercy. It is not only people with comorbidities that are dying, but healthy individuals that are being attacked as well. The grief has led to increase in anxiety, depression, functional impairment, and dysfunctional grief. The grieving process is lasting longer with COVID deaths. It is harder for loved ones to accept because they are not given the opportunity to say their final goodbyes due to limited visitor restrictions at hospitals. Funerals are different because they are postponed due to sick family members, or when they do have the service, it is with limited people in attendance and outside. Our funeral home also offers to post the funeral service online or via Zoom. As funeral directors, it is our job to provide a safe environment while making the funeral as perfect as possible, because this will be the last memory of the deceased. The bereaved are not only facing a loss, but also the fear of getting sick or being sick and the fear of dying. I have worked on the front lines since March of 2020, so I see what the families are going through while the patient is fighting for their life. I can better understand why the families are so distraught when they come into the funeral home to make arrangements. I was led to the funeral services after working in healthcare during COVID's peak. Funeral directors are playing as big of a role as healthcare providers during this pandemic. We are needed now more than ever. It is our job to help families in difficult situations. One of the ways that our funeral home helps families and to relieve their stress is by helping them apply for FEMA, which is Federal Emergency Management Agency. And this is funds that, if approved, will pay for the funeral service expenses. All the family should be focused on is being there for each other instead of how the funeral is going to be covered. It is also important that we stay in contact with the bereaved to help them get through the initial pain and shock. We must lend a helping hand and be a shoulder to cry on. I want to help families get through one of the toughest things in life, which is losing a loved one.